DraftSociety.com presents a Premier League Draft Fantasy Podcast. Welcome to the Key Pass Collective. Your exclusive source for the information, analysis, and advice you need to dominate your fantasy leagues. Come on in. We've been expecting you.
What's up, everyone? Draft Heads, how are you? Man, it's been a minute. Folks in chat, you're feeling it. You are feeling it, I can tell you. Lordy LFC feels like an age. We're back at it. Back in business, Draft Espresso. Quiz Kit, these IBs make me feel like this multi-billion-dollar sport doesn't even understand how important our fantasy leagues are. Exactly. Oh, man. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. It's been so good to have a little break, but at the same time, maybe not. I don't know. Hard to say. Like, my fantasy addiction, of course, needs an itch. But at the same time, I guess a little downtime wasn't too bad. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're back. We're going to talk some fantasy. We're going to talk a lot of updates, which in this case isn't great. But we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to talk updates and implications that has for potentially this week and then rest of season for a lot of these things. So we'll do that. But before we do that, let me just welcome you to the KPC. For those who are uninitiated, unappointed, unaffiliated, you should get affiliated. I don't know what any of this means. We are a fantasy football podcast for the Draft Premier League. And we're here weekly. 5:30 or 5-ish, 5:30. We've been doing 5 o'clock more recently, Eastern. On Wednesdays, we go live, so you should join us live. It's really fun. We chat. People in the chat have comments. We flash them up on the screen. We banter back and forth. They give us shit. It's a good time. You should do it. Anyway, if you, again, don't know where we are, who we are, where we come from, we are, again, a Draft Fantasy Premier League podcast, and we are essentially an arm of the DraftSociety.com. So what is the DraftSociety.com? That's where you're going to go to get all of your information for the Draft Premier League. That's where you're going to go to get all the information that you need to dominate your league. So completely free. Completely and utterly free every single week. Top 75 consensus ranks, weekly waiver wire articles, Sleepers 11, useful draft statistics that are incredibly extensive, awesome draft statistics that are updated weekly, projected lineups every single week. So you can get all that free if you're willing to support an independent fantasy football website. Of course, there are extras as well in our Inner Circle section. So some of those are going to include rest of season player rankings, player points projections, sortable consensus rankings. Normally we do those on international breaks, but unfortunately it didn't happen this time. We had some things go on in personal lives of folks. So sorry guys. November, they'll be there, I promise. In the meantime, you can check out Robbie's rankings, which of course are updated every single week. Trade advice, confidential trade advice. Send us trade advice. No one in your league will see it. Fixture difficulty trackers, set piece taker tracker, and then, of course, Inner Circle Discord access. There's so much popping off in the Inner Circle Discord. It's amazing. You got to get on there. Team news, injury news. That's where half the stuff we're going to talk about today came from, is me finding out about it through the Inner Circle Discord. Okay, so if you're willing to subscribe, you get all that. And then if you're willing to subscribe for the season, you'll get the Fantasy Toolkit, which is the crown jewel. It links to your Frantrax ID. It's going to tell you, which players are available in your league. It's going to give you the trade value for your players versus other players, other managers from other players. It will give you rest of season rankings for your players. It will rest of season value for each of your players. It will the fixture difficulty tracker is built right in. I mean, there's just so much going on there that's absolutely incredible. The Fantasy Toolkit's amazing, and it's bespoke to your Fantrax ID and your particular league. So check it out. If you're willing to support us, we would love it. We would appreciate it. And to those who already do, thank you so much. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are incredible. We love you. We love you. All right, as I mentioned today, On the KPC, we've got post-international break news, parentheses, it's not great. We've got listener questions continued. We didn't get to all of them last week, and I did not want to give up on you. So there will be some listener questions from, not last week, I guess 2 weeks ago at this point. But there will be some listener questions sprinkled in that are left over, and I felt kind of unanswered. So we'll get to those. And then we'll, of course, get on to our Gameweek 8 streamers. So if you have any questions as we go along, pop them into chat, guys, and we'll see if we can get to those, between segments or as we have a moment to just kind of mull some things over. So, yeah, thanks, everybody. Good to be back. With me will be more people, but for the moment, we have none other than the Dutch Cowboy. Dutch, how you doing, my friend?
Hey.
I'm
doing great. I watched a lot of random international game. I watched everything but the USA and Spain, which was pretty cool. But I'm glad to be back. I do love international soccer, especially when it means something. But I miss league play, so I'm pumped for the weekend.
Yeah, super pumped for the weekend. I'm really excited. What were your top memories of the international play over the last week and a half?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Cape Verde. I watched a lot of that Cape Verde game. When they won 3-0 against, who were they playing? Stawani, right? And caught a bit of I think all the CONCACAF qualifiers are on my TV plan, so I was able to watch Curacao play because they're right in it, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just random stuff, and last weekend just having all the channels on, just random games throughout the day was really cool. Even caught U20 World Cup that's going on, which I had that channel too for some reasons. I was watching some of that. There's some potential future ghosters in there. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, man,
it's incredible. I love that. Yeah. Nice, dude. I just relaxed, rested. We met up with my dad. He drove down from Iowa, and my uncle has a place in Tennessee. So we all met up there and just kind of chilled for the weekend. It was pretty solid. So I actually didn't do much watching of the footy at all because they don't watch it.
Yeah, they watch baseball?
We watched a little bit of the Brewers. Yeah, I'm from Wisconsin, so we watched some Brewers.
For those that are not big baseball people, it is October baseball playoffs, and
yeah,
it is. Even if you don't like baseball all year, which honestly that's me, I barely watch it all year.
Same.
I do watch it in October. There's something about it.
Yep.
Something about it.
Yeah, there it is. It's yeah. It draws you in. For
sure.
It's something. It's you feel like you're part of something. It's cool. All right, looks like we got Sanjy and Ryan joining us. Gentlemen, how the hell are you? We're back.
Hello.
Hi.
Greetings.
How's your break, Ryan?
All right. Not too bad. Can't say it was much of a break, but break from footy, I should say, but
yeah,
not from everything else, not from life.
You don't have many breaks these days, I feel like. You're
No. Zero.
Yeah.
0 breaks.
Yeah.
But it's what it is.
I wish, being a teacher, school holidays followed the international break schedule. I wish for the time that there was international break, I also got off of school. That'd be the ideal schedule, I feel like.
You should pitch that to the superintendent.
Yeah. Look, I know there's these meaningless, well, for the most part, meaningless games going on. But I should also not have to come to school during that time. I think it's a winning proposition.
I think so too. People don't care about national holidays; they care about the international break.
Right? Exactly. Yeah, Sanjy, how's your break?
I got lit AF in Barcelona. It was great.
Hell yeah, dude.
I think if any of your listeners are in the Bantah Boys Discord, they probably think that I'm a raging alcoholic at this point. So, yeah.
I mean, did you post while you were lit AF?
I was
in those
posting
Discords?
every single drink that I was having.
Okay, then yeah, they probably do.
But it's just the variety as well. It wasn't like I posted, 15 beers in a row. I just tried every cocktail under the sun, and
Right.
yeah, I was just celebrating life. So
There's people like reaching out to your family members asking if you're okay.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah. To tell you how I prepared for this trip, I didn't take a watch on purpose. I was like, I don't want to know the time. Like,
Good for you.
I'm just gonna get up, go out, celebrate. Yeah, I listen.
beautiful.
I totally disconnected. The only reason or way I managed to catch any sort of international football is because I popped up in an Irish bar, and the minute I looked at the screen, I saw Kevin Kelleher save the penalty against Ronaldo, and the entire bar just erupted. It was fantastic.
Nice. Yeah, Bandit said he thought your Discord was hacked.
Oh, bro. Well, welcome to the Band of Boys Discord. What can I say?
No, he didn't realize he was in the drinks channel. He was in the drinks channel, and that's all you post there is just drinks.
Yeah. Literally.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
I have a nice IPA here today, and this is from New Glarus Brewing, which is only in Wisconsin. My dad brought me some of it down from Iowa. Don't ask me how he got a Wisconsin beer in Iowa, but he did, and he brought it down for me for a little taste of home, which is so thoughtful, and I'm enjoying it. So.
I met some Americans from Iowa in Barcelona, so great story.
Okay. All right. Do you know what city?
Oh, I have no clue.
Okay. There's only about 4 of them, but yeah, just in case some of my relatives probably live
like
there.
2. There's like
Yeah. I mean, city proper, right? There's a lot of towns and villages, but there's only a couple cities. All right. Well, anyway, so Dutch, you may have to be the one that helps us out today mostly, because this is a lot of news from the international break, and it sounds like many of us have been a little disconnected, which is fine. We're going to talk it through, and fuck it, we'll do it live. So, so the fact that we have to have an international break updates section, guys, and the fact that it's going to be as long as it is should tell you that it's not good news. It's not awesome. There's going to be some implications that we need to talk through. So this one's going to be a tough one. It's going to be just a lot of injuries. It's going to be a lot of what the hell do we do with this guy now? And so we'll have to maybe talk some people off a ledge in chat. So we'll see if we can do that. And that's our whole goal for this segment. But it's going to buckle up. It's going to be a hot minute, and it's going to be actually most of the pod today because there's a lot going on. So let's start at the Emirates. Arsenal, another international break ticked off. Check mark, featuring Nwaneri and Merino. Now that's interesting.
Merino, baby.
That is interesting. And Ryan, as you know, you are number one amongst the subscribers to if they are featured in the socials. Then
this is a tweener though.
Okay.
This is not promoting the specific game at the weekend. This is more of a recap of the international break as opposed to a preview for Fulham. So
okay, all right.
Doesn't really count. However, I do like Merino this weekend.
Bandit asking that exact question.
Yes.
Is that linked to the? And actually, I can go to the next slide where we will, of course, see Ben Dennery's tweet about Martin Odegaard out until probably the next international break.
Yep. As I think I texted in our group chat, I think Merino, in terms of like who you can pick up off the wire and who benefits the most potentially is from Odegaard's injury and his goal scoring prowess with Spain over the international break. I think he's got a good chance of starting at least 1 or 2 games in the next 3. We got Atletico and Champions League as well, so there could be some rotation. This could mean Eze on the left and Merino RCM. Marteta's done it before, and also directly after an international break in which Merino reinforced his goal scoring ability. So I like his chances against Fulham. That's always a tricky fixture for us away, so I'm not expecting it to be a cakewalk. But
Yeah.
Marino is in form, and in terms of midfielders off the wire, I mean, I think he's one of the high upside punts this weekend.
All right. So, man, there's a lot of directions we can take this. Let's just start with Bandit's asking a whole bunch of questions in the chat. His first one was about Marino, whether he was worth picking up. Now he's asking, would you drop Stack for Marino? Yikes. Are we already to the point of dropping Anton Stack? Like,
I'm not. The only reason I haven't dropped him is because I might need him versus Burnley, but because that's kind of a good matchup, sort of, I guess. But I want to drop him.
Not if you're getting 3 points.
I mean, we talked 2 weeks ago, right? We talked 2 weeks ago, and that was after that first Longstaff game where he took over literally all of the sets. We were frustrated, annoyed, upset, and then
Speak for yourself.
What did you get him? Did you get him on waivers?
No, I missed him by $1. But
No.
The people who have Stack in my leagues are insufferable. So.
Oh, well, fair. But I mean, Longstaff looks real. He absolutely looks real. He, to back up his 39.75 score, he got a 13.5. And that was with no goals, no assists. So yeah, I mean, he looks real, and it does at this point appear to be to the detriment of Anton Stack, who had 3.5 and then 5.5 in 66 minutes, and we don't normally see him getting subbed either. So yeah, oh god, are we really dropping him? Would you drop him for Marino?
I would drop him for Marino.
Wow.
I would, yeah, for sure. The only reason I said, like, the only reason I'm not dropping him is because I might need him this weekend as like an emergency stream.
Yeah.
And even then, I might get a better one.
Oh man.
But I if Odegaard hadn't gotten hurt, I would have dropped him. That's because I was able to put Odegaard in my R spot. If that hadn't happened, I would have dropped Staj. So I would definitely drop him for Marino.
I wonder if you can still try to trade him to the Longstaff roster to like pitch having a cuff or set pieces in case it changes again or there's an injury or whatever, since we've seen how valuable the set piece taker is. Although I still think, obviously, with Longstaff, Longstaff's to lose.
Worst case, you lose him anyway. So I guess if you could always try.
You guys, I mean,
shot.
You know how rare it is to like you have a marquee signing for a club over the summer. He starts the season, I mean, in wonderful form, looking like an absolute beast, and then for that to just change on a dime. Like, I can't remember too many times where this has happened.
I thought I had the new Pascal Gross, honestly.
Right.
I really did. I thought I had like a beast, but it is what it is. That's the game we play.
Yeah.
Move
yeah.
on.
All those stack owners know how I felt with Dwight McNeil. Now I can stop bitching about it.
What was the third round pick, and what was it?
I'll keep bitching about it. It's fine. Okay, cool. So all right, we can put that one to bed. All right. Yes, you would pick up Marino for Stack. Even though, I mean, we're thinking Marino, if he is a play, is probably like a 2 to 3 week play, maybe at best.
Yeah, he's not going to be nailed for foreseeable future unless he just goes gangbusters and
sure
injuries continue. But
all right, well, let's talk Odegaard implications for the rest of the team. I mean, is it mainly just Marino who's going to benefit here? Obviously, Eze. I can report out. I know that you guys were on pins and needles. I can report out. My Eze straight up for Jack Grealish trade was declined.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
I wonder if you added something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder what we'll see this weekend. If we'll see, I think we're going to see Eze in the midfield with Zubi and Declan, but I don't know. I think it's a coin flip because he could easily go on the wing, and it's the Marino Zubi Rice midfield are just pretty strong. I don't know. I'm not sure what they're gonna do. It's one of those two though.
Does Rice go up in value now because of Oda's injury? Because Zubi can play, and didn't they go from like 4-3-3 to 4-1-4-1, which means Rice is almost like a second number 10.
I don't know. I don't remember what they were looking. Honestly, it's been so long since the last game. I forget what the team looked like once Oda left. Once Oda got subbed out.
Well, Rice is on a tear at the moment.
Yeah.
Two 20+ scores in a row. He's one of the most frustrating fantasy assets. Like he's got to be, honestly.
I think he gets a bump. And also Arsenal just have really good matchups, which stings if you have Odegaard. They have good matchups over the next few weeks. But like Ryan said, they have a lot of. I think it's. They have a couple Champions League games. They have a EFL game, right? So there will be rotation.
Yeah.
So it's not like any of these guys, like Trossard, between Trossard, Martinelli, and Marino, they're not going to get all the starts in the next during Odegaard's absence. So I don't know. But Rice should be fine. Rice will get his.
Although it's been shown that he's also not above being rotated. He missed out.
Yeah, that's true.
Recently. So yeah, this is kind of a new dynamic for Arteta and Arsenal with the depth. He's actually utilizing it. So makes the lineups a bit more interesting. The one constant is kind of Laneri can't get a shout. And he said it regarding last season that it was kind of too much too soon. But he still would think that after he proved that what he's capable of last season, that he would still get a few starts here and there, especially with injuries to someone like Odegaard, but hasn't gotten a sniff. So I wouldn't put much faith in picking him up. I think Marino again has a much better chance of seeing the starting 11 than he does.
Nice.
This really sucks. Like Odegaard, this is some bullshit.
I mean,
overall,
so
just like freak injuries, dude.
And QuizKit said, do we even know that he's back after next break? Like, I mean, he's not wrong. These things drag on forever. I mean, it's time we talk about Odegaard's rest of season value. Like if you were drafting today, what are some names around him, like some midfielders that would be kind of around the same area?
Who?
I mean, I took the guy over Semenyo personally, which really is fucked up.
Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, he was getting drafted around, like, Gibbs White, Ahmad, and then, like, before Gordon and Kudus were getting picked up. You know what I mean? Like, he was going.
Yeah.
A second. So,
Enzo was an interesting one, Sanjy. Would you take Enzo straight up for Odegaard right now?
And I had no way I'm gonna get that. I don't think you're gonna get value for Odegaard at all from anyone. Like,
so you're trading on an absolute low.
Yeah, but at that point, I think you just accept your losses and hold on to him and hope for the best. I don't know.
Yeah.
I tried to buy him on a low, and people are pretty keyed into the fact that his value's plummeted, and you're not going to get much for him, so it's better to hold than to trade. But I was trying to be fair.
Yeah, no, that's
not
fair.
For that long either. I think he'll miss from what I mean. The prognostics right now are saying like 4 to 5 game weeks, which sucks considering he lost the first part of the season already. But you know what I mean, he's not out 3 months, so he'll be back in like late November, early December. It sucks, but could have been worse. And he's shown at least that he can come back from injury. He's done it twice. I mean, it's different injury, but shit.
These are super weird impact injuries. It doesn't mean that he's injury prone or it's a recurring issue or whatever. It's just random.
Yeah.
Shoulder, and then he falls on the goddamn shoulder. And then 2 weeks later, he just knocks knees. Like, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's brutal. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, old Scruffy mentioning Kudus. No, that's not even a conversation.
Yeah, no.
That's not even a
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, no, he's an unfortunate hold that you can't drop and you can't trade. He's one of those.
Yeah, if you trade, you're trading for another low performing midfielder who you're going to gamble on rebounding, right?
I was thinking about Gordon in that vein.
Gordon,
if I would give him up right now, but I still have faith that Gordon will somewhat come good, or that his value at least will increase than what it is now, and I can get maybe better than the other guy.
Maybe Foden. Could potentially get Foden.
And Gordon arguably has penalties as well, right? So,
true, he does. Allegedly, yeah, he does.
Maybe get Verts.
For what, Odegaard? Wait.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen.
All right. Well, either way, it's a good segue because we're going to talk Liverpool. All right. So first, I mean, this is okay. This is going to be a couple of different slides here, so bear with me. But first thing we talk about is Ryan Gravenberch. Ben Dinnery. You're going to see a lot of Ben Dinnery here. If you don't know him, he's a must follow. You got to do it. Gravenberch will be assessed following his withdrawal at halftime during the Netherlands 4-0 World Cup qualifying win over Finland. Ryan indicated he had some minor hamstring problems. Of course, we didn't take any risks with that. Post-match, the player moved quickly to ease injury fears. Okay, this sounds fine. Not a huge deal, but Konate and Endo. Konate missed the 3-0 World Cup qualifying over Azerbaijan on Friday and will not face Iceland after withdrawing from the squad due to a thigh injury. This is in response to his own tweet where he says the Japanese FA have confirmed that Wataru Endo has withdrawn from the upcoming Kirin Challenge Cup matches against Paraguay and Brazil due to injury. So we've got Endo, we've got Konate, we've got Gravenberch questionable. Then we have, over the international break, Alexander Isak in the World Cup qualifiers. 0 goals, 0 assists, 3 big chances missed, 3 matches. Romelu Isaku. Wow. That's just rude, honestly. And then, of course, Florian Wirtz. International break. 90 minutes versus Luxembourg. No goals, no assists. 90 minutes versus Northern Ireland. No goals, no assists. And it doesn't stop there. This is where we get back to the listener questions from 2 weeks ago. FMC, Fia McCold, asking general talk about Salah and Liverpool rest of season prospects. So, let's wrap up. Everyone sucks. Everyone's out of form. Some of them are injured. What the fuck, Liverpool? Guys, what do you make of any of this?
I think there's a few harsh comments in there. Like with the whole Isak thing as well. Like, I mean, Sweden on the whole are garbage at the moment. They just fired their coach, didn't they?
They're also
I think so.
To the World Cup. They're not going to the World Cup.
I mean, no, they still have a playoff option. I think there's still
through Nations League,
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Konate injury, is it arguably a blessing?
Dude, trust me. I'm tempted to not like. I mean, if we had signed any, well, I guess we did sign a center back. He's out for the season, but he's also like 13 years old. But if we had signed like a legitimate center back, I would actually be kind of excited right now because for some reason Slot just refuses to bench Konate. He can play like dog shit week after week after week, and he just refuses. So yeah, I mean, I don't want him to be injured.
So is it Gomez?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It has to be, or it's either that or it's Grav.
Huh?
It's
Where's
that
the
or
guy again?
who?
Bajitic.
Isn't no. sorry.
Well, you just want to shout out that dude from our
A little bit, yeah. We've got a fanboy in the chat.
He's in the Qatari 5th division.
It's time, he says.
I think this is just. I think. Oh my god, he's actually in here. That's so sick.
yeah, here he is. Look.
It's like a bat signal.
Yeah.
No one else is talking about it on the entire planet right now.
Oh man, it's
no,
amazing.
I think this is. I mean, fantasy is one thing, but I think the average form of Liverpool is just finally caught up to them. I mean, you knew it was happening, and
Totally.
injuries, these like weird injuries don't help. But like just overall, like a couple things haven't been working. Isaac, wasn't there to start the season. Wirtz isn't like panning out right now, and I think they'll figure it out. I think Slot will figure it out, but this makes sense. This regression based on what they've been doing. But yeah, the form. I agree. Bandit 10224. The form.
Is that his zip code? Is he just doxing himself by doing that every time?
I'm gonna just not look that up.
All right. No, we
But
kind of have to. We sort of have to.
I mean, I still think like also again, I think people are being a little harsh on Liverpool as well, like in terms of all the tumultuous start that you guys have had, the death of Jota, Salah not having his usual supply line of Trent. Like even though Trent, we can argue about how bad he was defensively, how good he was, etc. Yeah, and I mean, you look at like the start of the season that Liverpool have had, and like the opposition that they've played. Only one of them is in the bottom half of the table. Like they've not actually played the easy teams yet, arguably, right?
Yeah.
Like Chelsea is in 7th, Palace are in 6th, Everton are in 8th. We mentioned Burnley, Arsenal top of the table. Newcastle are 11th. Okay, fine. Bournemouth in 4th. Like they still have to play the Wolves, the Brentfords, the Leeds, and a couple of wins, and I mean, people are gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, okay, Salah's just back in form." Like, I don't know. I think it's a bit of harsh chat about like, oh, like they're washed or whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fair. But I think we need to start seeing goals. We need to start seeing the end product. And if we're not, then people are going to start. I mean, they're already asking questions, but people are going to start asking questions. The concerning thing is the form. I think not just from the record signings, the 2 record signings, but I think the concerning thing is like the form of established players. Like McAllister has been dreadful. Kirkes has been absolutely brutal, just leaving Van Dijk out to dry. It's been rough. Not even from a fantasy standpoint, just generally from an actual real life footballing standpoint.
I'm pumped for the
Still
game.
only a point behind as well.
Right? Yeah, and we fall into second in the table.
Yeah, where is the game this weekend? Is it at Anfield?
I haven't even...
Or Trafford? Yeah, I'm pumped for that
it's
game.
on Anfield.
It should be fun.
It's gonna be good. Yeah, I mean that could be a tipping point, right? One way or the other. It's like
There's no way you lose that game.
be 4 in a row.
There's no chance.
Yeah, I mean you gotta hope Slot did something over the break. You really have to. But hard to say. So I mean, at this point, okay, it sounds like you guys are all, if you have Liverpool assets, you're sort of like just staying the course, not going to trade them on a low. It's kind of an Odegaard thing. You're just kind of stick with it and ride it out.
I was trying to buy low. I was going after Florian, Salah. I was trying, but they were kind of just holding.
Okay.
I want to get rid of them.
So managers are smart then. I mean, it sounds like people are willing to at least give them a chance.
Yeah, it's tough to get rid of those. Like that team's a super team. And if inevitably they're gonna really click. That's why I was going after them, but no luck.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Anything else on Liverpool, gents?
Salah AFCON is looming.
Coming up.
Yes.
It'll be very interesting.
This is true.
Also play at the Emirates while he's away.
Who plays there?
Chiesa. No? Chiesa gets minutes now, surely.
No. It'll be maybe.
Frimpong?
Well, maybe. I was thinking it'd be Frimpong. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but Carter has been so shocking as a right back as well. Like, are we just gonna leave Sobo at right back then?
Yeah, interesting. This will be a hot topic in a few weeks.
Oh, this is a hot topic everywhere on Liverpool podcast. I mean, everybody's
okay.
everyone's freaking out about the right back
When do
because
I pick up Chiesa?
yeah, I mean, yeah, the chat is all around right back and what's happening there because Szoboszlai in that position is not a long-term option, and
Right.
if Slot thinks it is, then people are very concerned about his decision-making process, which has already been brought into question due to some of his decisions recently. So yeah, I don't know.
Saw some shouts for a back three to give Frimy his wing back role and to slot in Robbo as a center back like he does with Scotland. Doesn't sound like a bad idea on paper.
I mean, if you ever see that pre-match, that's your immediate cue to slot him in and like I don't know, put in a bet because that will be money in the bank. But I just don't see it.
Yeah, it'd be quite a rash decision, but quite a transformation.
I mean, at the moment we literally don't have the players to go.
You don't have three center backs. To do
Yeah,
back
right.
three, so.
Like I don't know how that would work. I guess Gravenberg could be one of them, but I don't know. All right, this is depressing. I just have one last question, and that is, hold on, I'm gonna pull up his numbers. One last question, and that is, gentlemen, is Milos Kerkez a drop?
What are his scores?
All right, since the beginning of the season, 2.5, 9, 12.25, 1. That was only in 37 minutes, granted. 10.5, 1.5, and 2, another sub appearance. 54 minutes.
If he was Joe Schmo on Blackpool, he'd be a drop, but I still think you could get something for him.
Right.
The main value.
Right. Oh, you know what? I take it back. Those are all starts. Those are all starts. The 54 minutes just means that he got pulled because he was so bad.
For an aged Robertson as well.
Right. Which has been a major issue. I mean, he looks like the kid. Okay, I played when I was in high school. I played soccer with a kid who he played American football his whole life, but because he was a little bit too small, the coach basically told him that he wasn't going to. Wow. The club told him, or the coach told him he wasn't going to make the team, so instead he went out for the soccer team, and they set him up as a defender. I think he was like a left back or something, which. Here you go, right? Left back. So they sent him up as a defender because it was like they didn't want to put him in the midfield or somewhere where he actually had to like control the ball. So what he did was then just like spent the entire match slide tackling people. And he would get
That's what I do on FIFA.
He would get yellow card after yellow card after yellow card.
Game's gone. You don't see that anymore.
I know. I'm reminded of this kid from my childhood when I see Kerkez out there just going crazy. Yeah. Matty Bird, 55th top scoring defender.
Oof.
Yeah.
Would you hold on to? Are you dropping? Actually, yeah. Would you drop Kerkez or Stock for Marino?
Oh,
Stock. That's so easy. Come on. Really? I think.
You just
No, I honestly, this is a bad fantasy manager. I'm not dropping Stock because it hurts, and I'm gonna drop him this weekend. But dropping Kerkez would just, dude, he was like a 4th, 5th round pick.
Down for a 5th round pick.
Imagine, I don't know. I would drop Stock, but I would have dropped Kerkez. Yeah, they have like Brentford coming up. I think they have Palace after that. I mean, they're not a great game. Actually, I should have talked shit about Palace, but. They're actually a really hard team to play against right now, but I don't know. I'm holding them.
To be fair, I think I agree with you, because I don't know. Hopefully, it can only get better from here. But at the same time, chat is not super sympathetic. Pubs with
Holding-
Ab, drop
He's a
Kirk
lot
as
of
before
people's-
stack.
He's a lot of people's defender one.
Holding him has prevented you from picking up so many better defenders.
I mean, yeah. And how many good defenders are there this year? So many.
Exactly.
Too many.
55th? Get out of here.
541, baby.
Step up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, it's a real question that people are dealing with, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that's wild. He's not been great, and he just looks like his hair's on fire. Like, I mean, he's running around the pitch just crazy. All right. Anyway, moving on. Okay, here we launch into a couple of Aston Villa pieces of news. Yuri Tielemans has suffered a setback in his recovery from a calf injury, set to be out for up to 4 or 5 weeks, they say.
Just drop him, please.
Yep,
God.
that's a
You
drop,
should have
right?
done it the last
Easy.
time we talked about him. Christ almighty.
Good.
Yeah, he's a drop. He's not Odegaard. Like, Odegaard will be back and he'll be good, but Tielemans, he's on Villa. You can drop him.
Yep. Sanjy?
Yeah, drop.
Okay, that's an easy one. Beautiful. Several people in chat too. Drop. Already dropped him. Just everyone is a drop. Okay, let's not go that far. All right.
I love the usernames in our chat.
I know, right? All right. All right. Of course, Ollie Watkins is something to consider here. We got some news on him over the international break as well. Thomas Tuchel eases Ollie Watkins' injury concerns. This is from Ben Dinnery, from Ben Dinnery as well. He's okay. This is a quote. He's okay. It was a clear goal normally for him, but unfortunately he saw the ball too late, couldn't score, and crashed into the post. It was very, very painful, but as I understood it, it's only painful, so no harm done. Okay, this seems like another non-story, kind of like the Gravenberg one, but still, you got to be concerned about him just generally. He's not been great. Have you guys changed your tune on him at all since we last talked about him?
Of course, I played him last time when he scored those goals. But now I'm still worried about Villa. But I am less worried. I mean, I think Villa have actually not lost in a few games. They're actually not losing. I think they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they have 7 goals in their last 3. So the next 3 are tough for Villa, which is what I'm worried about. They have Spurs, City, Liverpool, and then Bournemouth, which is an easy matchup. So I'm still worried. Not about the injury, but just Villa as a whole. I don't think Watkins is going to be as, the value you got on draft day, unfortunately.
Without looking, how many games this season has Watkins scored 4 points or more?
1. Is it 1?
It's 2.
Yeah, and one of them he scored a goal. So
Yeah,
Wait, he scored this season? Serious?
he scored 1 goal. He scored 1 goal.
I played him. Of course, he scored.
Yep, he scored 1 goal. And when I say 4 points or more, that's just me being kind of generous because I could have said 3.5, and the answer is still the same. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Looks like I'm against him this weekend. So
Thank you for saying.
times are a changing.
Oh yes, God, I needed this.
Yeah, enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, there were some trades going around for all. I think there was a Ollie for Matoma trade in my home league, which I'm fine with, I guess.
I mean, one super goal dependent player for another, I guess. I think at this point, I'd still rather have Matoma.
I think I would too. And yeah, no, you try to trade him out if you can. I just don't know what you're gonna get. Maybe you package him with someone else for like a better forward potentially. Maybe, but unlikely. So,
Yeah. And this is an interesting thing too. I mean, Matty Bird talking about hold on. Matty Bird talking about there aren't a lot of decent forwards in the forward pool. Like, I think more and more people are coming around to the idea, especially this season, that like, hey man, you only need one forward. like 5 at the back, 1 forward, just roll with it. But Ryan, you were an early adopter of this.
Yes. I was ahead of my time. I was in the vanguard, as it were. Yeah, this whole forward 4 shit, like, you need 3 tops, absolute tops.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, but obviously you're not dropping him. But I mean, if you could trade for Watkins for Matoma now today, I'm doing it. Sure.
Put up that old scruffy message about Evan Nilsson. That's even sadder.
Evan Nielsen owner turned down Watkins in one of my leagues. Oh, no.
How many above 3.5 has he had? Maybe 2? I have him, so I can probably vouch for that.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Oh, man. That's brutal. Honestly, God, I think I would take Watkins in that case, but I honestly, who knows? All right, fair enough. Okay, there's Ollie Watkins talk. Sounds like he's going to be okay, but regardless, you're not happy about it. So let's just move right along, shall we? All right, it's Chelsea time. Let's talk some Chelsea. I love this picture. I love this picture of Cole Palmer.
He's cold.
He is indeed. This is Sky Sports. Chelsea expect Cole Palmer to be out until November following an ongoing groin problem. So he was basically, we already knew this, but his time on the sidelines was extended. At least the expectation of his time on the sidelines was extended for more weeks with an ongoing groin problem. And there he is being unhappy on the sidelines. So that's a thing. Moving right along, we have Reece James. Reece James will not feature for the Three Lions in their upcoming fixtures against Wales and Latvia. This is something that is yet to be fully reported on. We don't exactly know what's going on there, but some sort of niggle. And of course, I had to post the shit, here we go again gif for that. And then we have the real news, I think, for Chelsea out of this international break. Not that the Cole Palmer one was not important, but this one made some people nervous. Enzo Fernandez returns to Cobham due to knee inflammation. The Chelsea midfielder played 78 minutes of the friendly and will now miss the match against Puerto Rico on Wednesday. He'll be assessed ahead of the Blues trip to Forest next weekend. So all of these things, Sanjy, what do they mean for the Chelsea 11? Be it this week, or are there any long-term implications here?
So I only actually believe the Cole Palmer injury to be like a real injury.
Okay.
I think the Reece one was just precautionary. And I mean, we've seen clubs do it before with assets that they want to keep fit, etc. With the Enzo one as well, I do think it's being blown out of proportion a little bit because the Puerto Rico game was also a friendly, and I think it got pushed as well a day later, something like that. So I think in terms of like importance to Argentina and then time scale for recovery and stuff like that, I think again they just gave a believable excuse or whatever. Obviously, we're gonna wait until presses come out on Thursday and Friday for a bit more clarity from Maresca and stuff like that. But okay, let's assume all of them are actually real or whatever. The injuries are real. I mean, this is kind of spoiler for one of my waiver picks, but I'd be potentially eyeing up Buonanotte as a pickup at the moment if Enzo is out. I think Estevao is going to get more minutes. Obviously, Pedro Neto should be a bit of a nailed option as well. But it depends on, if Lavia's fit, then Lavia gets minutes. Are any of our defenders fit? Because the game against Liverpool, we were bringing off defenders every 10 minutes in that second half, it felt like.
Right.
So
I read a tweet that they always planned on sending Enzo home after the first game.
Yeah. Interesting.
And honestly, if you were paying attention to just overall news, when that game got moved, the primary concern for Enzo owners was going to be if he did play that. This is before the new news. if he did play that Wednesday game against Puerto Rico, which got moved due to some stuff in Chicago, would that be a too short window turnaround for the 7:30 or the early game on Saturday? So if anything, this is better news if you're an Enzo owner, because there was a possibility that he wasn't going to get a full game on Saturday, and I think this is also blown out of proportion. I don't know, limited news that someone read knee. Maybe it was just like we said, like Sanjay said, like maybe the team was just saying, oh, it's his knee, we're sending him home. It might be nothing. I wouldn't be too worried. Just wait till Thursday or Friday. Maybe Andre Santos potentially a punt, right?
Oh God, please no, he's horrible.
No, I know he took away my Shalaba, bro. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're probably gonna see minutes for Lavia, and then maybe Gusto gets minutes if this Reese thing is true as well. Yeah, it should be fine. But I honestly think it's just the cool one.
Okay.
Really, generally, yeah.
All right. Well, that's fair. Esteval, though, probably will have had a pretty long flight. Is there any chance that he's just rested for this week?
He's 18. What does he need rest for?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Speaking of, we brought up Foden earlier, and we brought up we're bringing the best about. You guys want to hear a trade that went down? I love telling you guys about my home league trades.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chat. Tell us what you think about it.
I told y'all, but it was told y'all in our chat. It was Morgan Rogers and Malik Tial.
The Newcastle guy?
Foden, correct. So it was Morgan and Tial, the Newcastle defender, for Foden and Esteval.
What?
Yeah. Not great. But it's done now. It's in there. So basically, if you remove Thial, because he's a streamer, I think, it's basically Morgan Rogers. This guy gave away Morgan Rogers and Esteval.
Morgan Rogers is a streamer.
I know, dude. It
was a matter of time until Ryan said that.
It was honestly, it was.
It's true.
It honestly sounded like Ryan took his mic and threw it across the wall.
Proverbially, yes.
But that was a trade in my home league this week.
Old Scruffy says red card.
Yes, red card is.
Like that person is probably tossed from the league for how many years here?
He's a veteran. He's a veteran.
Match ban equals year ban. So what? Maybe 1 year ban for that one. Yeah, that's brutal. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, you fucked up, Edgar. If
Edgar, how dare you, man?
If you're listening to this, dog,
Sebastian needs to have a word with him.
He's in here. Oh no, dude.
I saw Sebastian earlier. Yeah, he's in the chat.
Okay, cool.
There's always going to be one of your homies who are in here hanging out.
I know. I gotta keep me in check.
All right, cool. Anything else on Chelsea, guys?
If Pedro Neto doesn't score more than 5 points, I'm dropping him.
Oh, it's been.
Don't do that,
dude. If he can't score against Angeball,
it's been.
Yeah, that's true. Fair.
Draft lad has I think had Shalaba not starting potentially. In case some form thing. I don't believe in that. What? I think he starts. No. I think he's back.
Shalaba's absolutely starting.
People and talk to our predicted lineups.
It's and the Neto thing has been absolutely brutal.
Sure.
Yeah, all ghosts have pretty much dried up at this point, and it's just been really rough. But yeah, I don't know. I can't picture myself dropping him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all talk, but I want to.
Yeah,
if it wasn't my forward one, I would do it.
I know, right? God, it just feels like the only dependable guys this year are, random ass players you picked up off the waiver wire, like defenders from Sunderland and Longstaff.
As it should be.
Oh, it's
that's
crazy.
why we play. That's why we play this style. So
I know.
You can have some random fucking dude on some random team just.
I know.
It's so cool.
Actually, speaking of Leeds, one more time. Sharp is asking Ryan. You could probably answer this one. Rather drop Stack or Wissa?
Interesting.
Stack.
Oh, that's a brutal one.
I'm going down with the Visa ship, man. I don't care. Sun costs FC.
Sunk cost FC.
Dude, the first 4 or 5 rounds were minefields. We talked about it last pod, but
Oh yeah.
it was just Jesus.
Ben Chicken's asking if that's your offspring excited in the background, Ryan. I believe so.
Could be.
I believe so. Yeah. Otherwise, it's kind of weird if it wasn't. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
Are you just running a daycare now?
Imagine
maybe? I don't
Ryan's
know.
just like, that's not my mic.
Yeah, that's y'all's.
Yeah. So actually, the Vista talk is great. That's a great segue because we're going to move on to Newcastle. So Big Dan Byrne apparently broke his hand grabbing onto an opponent. I mean, honestly, that's kind of what you get, dude. But first, like whatever.
Who's the
But
opponent? Mr. T?
I'm no idea.
Against Wales last night. So I'm trying to figure out. It wasn't Dan James.
It sounds like it's fine, and he's been told he can play with it, so that's not really an issue. But we did have a question left over from last time when we asked for listener questions, and that is from Wyclef77. How much does the Livramento injury affect the medium-term value and projected starts of Hall and Trippier?
Dude, I've been trying to get latest updates on Hall's re-injury. and
Right.
It's been tough to get the results of the re-scan.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely not going to be back
No.
anytime soon. I'm thinking about dropping him. I probably will if I get jammed up.
Yeah, I think the bottom line is that Trippier sees an absolute jump in his value, and potentially the others are, at least for the moment, either hold if you have hope or potential drops. I mean, Hall has been a disaster this season.
Was he in the squad last week? For the last game? He wasn't, right?
No.
Yeah, he's a drop. It sucks.
Yeah.
Over before it started type shit.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Okay, here's
starts, right?
what'd you say?
Trippier's the right back now, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Before we move on, Uncle Alpha, drop Hall for Tiao or Botman.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I would personally grab Tiao. I think he's
been ghosting better.
He's been good. He's been solid, and I think he'll get an extended run if he keeps kind of playing the way he is. I have him in both leagues.
I think Newcastle have the most cleanies or something.
Yeah.
Do they really?
They've been really solid at the back, and their fixtures are nice for the next few as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, speaking of those Sunderland assets that we all picked up and have been enjoying playing, set and forget for the last however many weeks, Omar Alderete, posterior thigh muscle strain. This one sounds like it's going to be a long one. I mean, Diego Gomez, of course, is also a concern, but I'm really here to talk about Alderete. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be a minute. And so, what does that mean for our beloved Sunderland defensive line?
I think Ballard comes straight back in, no?
Big Dan.
Should do.
Yeah, I think it'll just be Mukiele and Ballard, Hume on the right, and Reinildo should be back, right, from a suspension.
Yeah, but don't play him.
Yeah, don't play him.
I made that mistake.
The other three are scoring well, and this weekend they play against Wolves.
Yes.
Right? So
Well,
that's a
yes.
good matchup. I think I'm
Great
playing
matchup.
Sunderland defenders this weekend, which is really cool. But yeah, no, you're. I think it's.
I like
Ballard.
Wolves. I like Wolves to nick that one.
Ooh, would that be their first points of the season?
First
What is
win.
I think
First
Sunderland
win.
are at home though.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a feeling.
No,
But-
it's gonna happen eventually. Like, Train's gotta. But
They played
yeah,
really well against Brighton, and were very, very unlucky to not get the 3 points.
But you'd still start Ballard?
Yeah. No, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, they ghost well enough to
Totally.
even if Wolves score.
12 points in 52 minutes against United. Didn't even start that match. Yeah,
Pissed he wasn't dropped.
yeah. I mean, he's available in a couple of my leagues. I'll put in bids. I don't have much fab, but
How much
yeah.
you
go
gonna
get
bet?
them. If you can
I
go.
mean, if I had let's say I had 100 fab still. I think I probably would. Like
11.
I mean, look at Alderete. I mean, posterior thigh muscle strain. We've seen those be.
What does that mean?
I just like anytime you're dealing with like posterior thigh, that's going to be your hammy, right? Or, yeah, your hammy.
I'm gonna look this up because I don't know what that is.
Posterior back thigh muscle. Isn't that your hamstring?
Yeah. should be fine.
Posterior.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for that.
I got you, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, that could be a month.
Yeah,
That could be
it's your
3
hammy.
weeks.
That is your hammy. Posterior, it's the back.
Yeah. So I mean, if that's the case, and I'm getting Ballard for a month, what are the upcoming matchups? We have Wolverhampton, Chelsea, Everton, Arsenal. Oh,
Yeah, their fixtures are turning.
yeah, they are. All right, I would go 7,
That's fair.
maybe
There's another international break coming too.
maybe 4.
But harder teams means more defensive work, right? Won't go
Yeah, but they've had a fair amount of cleanies that have been propping up some of these. So like, yeah, you'll see more like 8s as opposed to
Yeah.
like 13, 14s.
I think 8s is probably right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's see. He had
Right.
well, he had 3.5 against Burnley in that match, where he was he benched after that, or did somebody regain fitness? I don't know.
He got
Yeah,
injured
nah.
himself.
He got injured, and then he
got
lost
injured
his spot.
right after.
And
Right
Alderete
after the
came
Gameweek
in.
game.
And then he lost his spot. Okay, all right. So yeah, but he was. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly hard to say for him because he had such a worldie against West Ham, 33.25, but that's with a goal and a clean sheet. That was the first match of the season. Second match, he played 8 minutes, 3.5 points. I mean, if you multiply that exponentially, 3.5 points every 8 minutes, like that's insane. And that was that's the last match he started.
I think he also lost his spot because of the left foot, right foot combination, right? Because I think both him and Mukiele are left-footed footballers. So Alderete seemed like the safest option. So, yeah, who knows if he has because Sunderland bought a shit ton of players as well, right? Who
Yeah.
knows if Livery is gonna stick someone else in? But as Fantrax managers, we're praying it's Ballard that gets the start.
All right, nice. Anything else on that, guys? I think Ballard's the clear pickup there, in my opinion, and I think he's a good play.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, moving on to Fulham fan news at Fulham transfer. Pochettino.
So sick
on-
of this American dude.
I know. Especially who demands to be called Jedi. That's wild. Anyway, Pochettino on Jedi. Anthony Robinson, for those who are unaware. Robinson had some knee pain. He's been involved in training, cannot be involved in the game tomorrow. So he's still training, but he missed the game yesterday, the one against Australia, I believe, right? Okay. So obviously this
So
is
weird.
this is a concern. How big of a concern? I'm just really annoyed. like what the hell is going on with this guy?
I just want to clear it. I don't know. I just want some clarity. I just
Exactly.
don't know what's good, dude? So he's not fit enough to go. He's like can go 90 in a midweek game for
Yes.
Fulham. And can't even see minutes in the weekend. Then he comes to the U.S. and starts, but he's hurt for the second. I don't know, dude. I'm so over it.
And
I'm gonna give him like 2 more weeks.
when does he start for Fulham? Like that's the major question.
Not against Arsenal.
The question is like, okay, has he been working back to fitness this whole time, or has he been fit but then not chosen? Like that, I think that's the big question: is how fit is he / has he been, and if he's been a healthy scratch, that's I think the most important question. But unfortunately, we don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like one of the most painful holds that I've had in a while.
Well, Bandit just picked him up on waivers, and he's
Good.
wondering
That's-
if he's worth a hold. Yes, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just Dude. We'll see. Let's see what happens this weekend. Let's see if he because we may hear some defining news in the next couple of days about a re-injury or something. I don't know. Maybe he goes back to London and they do scans and it's not as bad. It's worse than just pain. So I guess we'll know. But I'm close, man. I'm real close.
Would you rather hold him or Stack?
Oh, him. Dude, Stock's I'm telling you, like this. I'm dropping Stock this weekend. Like it's gonna happen.
Would you rather hold Robinson or Hall?
Robinson.
Ryan?
Because Hall has injury problems, and yeah, I'd rather hold Robinson.
Would you rather hold Robinson or Livramento?
Robinson.
I think I'd probably hold Hall.
Really? Over Anthony?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there's a world where Hall actually just has a higher ceiling than Robinson because of possibility of getting sets and stuff like that. So that's the tipping point for me.
We don't know either injury, which sucks. Like we don't know the extent of Hall or Jedi.
Right. All right. Well, what about the question on the screen? Is he still a trade-in candidate for you all? Or at this point, are you too freaked out and annoyed?
This
I'm a bit freaked out.
If he had gone to the US and started the games, seen the minutes, then yes. But missing a game missing an international friendly with knee pain, that's a bad sign.
Yeah. Bandit says he has Ait Nouri as well. Which one of those are you holding?
Oh, Ait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he should be back soon.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a clear line there.
There's a trade in. We can talk about trade ins. Ait Nouri is a possible trade in.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. For sure. Robinson's a pretty big sunk cost fallacy at this point because I think everybody is hoping that he's gonna return to his former glory. Because I mean, let's see who brings it up. Old Scruffy brings it up. Fulham only have one clean sheet so far this season. And that's why we draft Anthony Robinson, because he doesn't need clean sheets at all.
Top 15 scorer last year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he does need to be able to run on his knee.
That is a big thing with a wing back.
And assist. Yeah. The assists are big for him. All right.
Fucking knee pain.
I know, right? I feel you.
I turned 30 and sometimes my knee hurts. What's good with that?
Bro.
You're such a baby.
What's up?
30.
Oh, but I'm
30.
serious though, dude. Like,
I would have been
30 in my knee. One of my knees when I play soccer. I'm like, why does this hurt a little bit?
Have you been playing your whole life?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just being dramatic.
No. Me too. And when I turned, I must have been right about 30. Maybe it was like 28. I started getting like weakness as I was going upstairs, and went to go get it looked at. Goddamn, if I had to get my meniscus trimmed, and yeah. So I've had surgery on one of my knees thanks to playing football my whole life.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, man. It's not a forgiving sport on your knees, unfortunately. But hey, I'm sure Robinson will get over it quicker than us old folk. All right. On that light note, moving on. Brian Gruda has left the Germany under-21 training camp due to injury. The forward is struggling with a knee injury, which he sustained against Wolves. After his monster game week and subsequent waiver frenzy, he has not been great. But this begs a larger question. Not just are you dropping Gruda, which, I mean, if he's out for any extended period of time, the answer is yes. But regardless, this was one of the questions we didn't get to last time. Just his first question. Dreaded Magpie says, is the number 10 spot for Brighton a mirage for points, or is it going to be worth it at some point?
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Good question.
So I mean, we can start with Gruda. I mean, I think he's a drop if he's out for any longer than a couple of weeks. But the 10 spot question is very interesting because you're constantly looking for streamers from Brighton, but is that actually not a wise thing to do?
It's Hüsler and his bloody rotation, man. And early subs, and honestly, it just feels like it's Minter or bust. And I feel like I'd probably play Ayari over these lads.
Yeah.
He's playing 90 minutes on sets.
Yeah.
Not all sets, but some sets.
Isn't he's just he doesn't ghost, does he?
I mean, yeah, you're getting like 5 to 7 floor.
That's not terrible. I mean,
Yeah, Brighton's a team that, like, in my mind, is a good fantasy team. I don't know why I think that. When I see Brighton players, I'm like, oh, they should score well, but then they don't.
right. Totally.
I feel like we get fooled every season with this, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Weaver's back. He's someone that I scoop back up. This doesn't really answer the question. I guess we kind of are in a way. But anyways, you're on our time. No, but
yeah.
no,
No, I grabbed him in both my leagues.
Yeah, Weaver's back. He's he was doing okay. Then he got hurt. He was a monster to end the season last year. So I don't know. I picked him up. We'll see. Might play him this weekend against, I think, Newcastle. I don't remember.
Just none of them are performing well aside from Minte.
Actually, let's look this up. Let's look up. I'm gonna go look up Brighton assets in the top X. Let's see.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
They have 2 top 100 players, and Ayari's number 2 at 99.
Hey.
And dude, I'm looking at the same thing. Minte has 50 points more than the second highest Brighton scorer.
Yes, it's not. Yeah, it's a shitty situation right now over there.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Minte is a fucking beast. Holy shit.
13.5 points per game at the moment.
Yeah,
He's carrying that team, bro. And he's only going to get better, that kid. Genuinely.
My
it's
boy.
scary.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great. Dude, Newcastle, man. Oh my God, how much did they fuck up sending him? That's
Yeah, what I always
I
forget.
mean, they
that
had to, right? To balance the
Yeah,
budget.
sorry.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they had to.
Anderson
right.
as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another small shout is back from injury to Kuiper. Not that he was scoring amazing, but the Kuiper should be back from injury now. He's got some minutes in that one game. Just something to know. But I'd much rather take a punt on Weaver for this.
Oh
team.
yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, they just don't keep clean sheets.
They never have.
Right. Yeah. So dreaded Magpie, yes, I think is the answer to your question. The number 10 spot for Brighton is a mirage for points.
Are people still holding Reuter? I think he's an absolute drop.
You think it's a drop? Holy.
So does your child.
Yeah, same, man.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Love that.
Yes, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, okay, he had an assist in the game against Tottenham, scored 10.75.
Ceiling.
The only game where he's ghosted at all has been the very first one of the very first game week, 10.5 against Fulham. Otherwise, it's 3.5, 2.25, 3.5. Huh. A drop. God, that's maybe. I mean, the problem, like, guys in chat are joking about it. Like, are we dropping everybody?
Is there
Are we literally just
one rosterable Brighton player? It's a question to be had. Is there one rosterable player on that team?
aside from Minte?
Yeah,
You know
he
who's
just doesn't
22%
play in the
owned?
Premier League
Fucking
anymore.
Riley.
He just exactly. Yeah, he got traded 2 weeks after the season started.
Yeah.
Yep. We miss you,
Yeah,
Maddie.
There's one player is rosterable. That's crazy.
We also miss you, Pascal.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, Ben Chickens is not wrong. D&D Brighton. That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I avoided Minter for the same reason, and I mean, I'm glad that Minter at least worked out for some of our managers that were high on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I avoided Matoma, but he's been okay.
You've got a special relationship with Mitoma, though, Joe.
I know. It's kind of like Martinelli with me. We've had too many messy breakups. But not break. We've had too many messy fights, like out in the streets, just like screaming at each other.
Just warring.
Yeah, just like 2 a.m. I'm drunk as fuck, just like screaming at him. Anyway, that happened in my dreams, not in reality. But yeah, I mean, he's just too goal dependent, and that's the thing. You're sitting there watching your score, waiting. Gotta stop dating wingers. That's beautiful. Nice job. Nice job. Yeah, I mean, he's just too goal dependent. Like you're sitting there waiting for him to do anything.
He never was like that, though.
What do you mean?
I mean, when he first came out and burst onto the scene, as it were, he was ghosty. Not like crazy, but at least like 8 GPPS, between 8 and 9. Now it's just like 0.
Just nothing. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. I feel like there were always signs of it. Like you're right. That first year that he kind of broke onto the scene, he was a little bit ghostier. He didn't need goals and assists to prop up his points. But then I think from then on, it was like he started to kind of see through it. The dribbling professor, do as I say, not as I do type of thing.
Well, he got a thesis in dribbling. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That was his like master's thesis or something. Yep.
One Rossable Brighton player. Next slide.
All right, Mitoma. Hold on. I'm just checking real quick. All right. So this is 22-23 data. 347 fantasy points. He was 29th overall. He had a PPS of 12.9, and he had ghost points of only 7.8.
Yeah, that seems right. I said 8.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. So I mean, like he's right there.
That's doable if you like you're in getting into dangerous positions and nicking some attacking returns. But
yeah,
now it's neither.
Right.
And he still has the kind of name value of someone like MGW. I like put them in the same category. It's just like people think that they're scoring a lot better than they are.
Right. Totally.
Sad.
Yep. All right. Nice. Moving right along. Let's do this. Okay. Up next. This one's good. Do you guys know that West Ham's latest crown jewel is poised to step up after Nicholas Fulkrug's injury blow?
Who the fuck is that?
Oh,
Callum Wilson?
no,
Callum
Marshall, right?
Callum Marshall.
Yeah.
Callum Marshall. So Nicholas Fulkrug is injured, and it could be kind of a lengthy one. I don't know that I'm buying into the hype here from @Standard Sport about West Ham's latest quote-unquote crown jewel. Is anybody trying to pick up Callum Marshall on waivers?
Ask me on Monday.
It's a cool jersey. I actually like that away kit.
The like big old hammers, kind of like retro looking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very Soviet. I like it.
Color scheme as well.
Yeah.
I mean, streamer defender, man. Why are we still talking about forwards?
Amen. Come on, you know this season, streamer defender.
Pick up Mavropanos.
That man ghosted, yo.
Ben Chickens, he was Huddersfield Player of the Season last season.
Oh,
Would he get 9 goals in 43 appearances or something?
Is that
Crown
what it
jewel
was?
status.
Crown jewel.
Oh god.
It's one of those crown jewel. He's at the back of the crown. You don't always see it. He's nestled toward the back of the crown, kind of one of the lesser. But he's still a crown jewel, just one of the lesser ones. You know.
Fair enough. Like a Burger King crown?
Kind of like a Burger King.
What have we come to?
All right. Okay, last one. And we could honestly, this is unfortunate because we could add, I should have added more slides here because we could add Sanjy, your boy Lyle Foster, probably deserved a slide. Injury updates galore for Burnley at the moment. So Jaden Anthony will be assessed. Quote, he got a big hit on his quad and he was limping around. You can only leave it so long. You may have to take a change. You have to make a change. And I decided I didn't want him to carry on going into the final part of the game. So this happened before the IB, but not great to see before the Leeds matchup. Also, Lyle Foster, a huge question mark going into this game. Like it's not looking great, especially for the only Burnley player, aside from maybe one who will be mentioned later, who is scoring any points at all.
RIP my forward 2. Arguably forward 1, by the way.
Dude, he was killing it.
Yeah,
he was.
Honestly, he's had a great start to the season. We haven't talked about him
He's like
enough.
a top 10 player. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we haven't talked about him enough. We really haven't.
What is? Let me look that up. Actually,
he's been fantastic.
He's definitely top 20. He's the number 11 asset in fantasy right now.
It's insane.
Many. More points than Bruno.
12.8 points per game. Yeah. I mean, he is. So I wrote the Burnley preview before the season, and I said, Jadon Anthony was a potential asset. I did shout him out on that. I said he would be goal dependent. If you look at the matches where he did not score, 6, 3.5, 0.5.
You're not goal dependent if you keep scoring.
That's what we said about Chris Wood, and look at him now.
Holland who?
I mean, yeah, sure. Is he above? No, he's not above Holland. Holland's number 2 player in fantasy.
Yeah. Wait, who's number 1? Semenyo?
Yeah.
Holland and Semenyo are running away with it a little bit. Holland's going to end up running away with it at this rate.
Either end of the draft board first round. Wild.
Yeah. But I mean, all of them will be lucky if they can hold off Yuri and Timber.
Hey,
fucking right.
What about
Timber's not a defender this season? The man's basically a forward. Like him and Calafiori just live in that box now.
They do. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, speaking of rankings, all right? So a Palace defender is the number 6 player in fantasy, and it's not Danny Munoz.
Oh, it's
right.
Guehi. Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Them two are 6 and 7. Looks like.
If you sort by total fantasy points, there are 4 Palace defenders in the top 20.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Is Richards even one of the 4? I feel like he's
20.
He's 20. He's the last one.
Deadlines.
1 game under 10. Not 2 games under 10. He had 2 8s.
Finds himself right under Bruno Fernandes. So not in good company either.
Dude, sandwich between Bruno and who? Let me see. Declan Rice, as we all predicted.
Yeah. That's the type of fantasy season it's been. The fact that Declan Rice can be number 21 overall and have some just abysmal game weeks. It's been a weird one. By Sedich fanboy, how dare you? How dare you bring up 6-7? I hear that enough at school, you son of a bitch.
What is that?
Oh God, you don't know about this? I'll let you look it up.
Okay.
6-7.
Just like a.
It's a meme with the youths. It means absolutely nothing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter then.
Ryan, I know you got to get to bath time. Do you want me to just cover your streamers, or do you want to do them real quick? Because this is our last IB update slide. Cool. You must have already gone to bath time. Okay, fair. All right, cool. Well, let's do it, guys. Let's move on to our streamers. Give me just 1 second. All right, Gameweek 8 streamers. That was fun. Thanks for talking through all the scenarios, gents. That was a good time. So, Bandit, that's an interesting one, and I think we will have an answer for you here in just a second. He asks Hartman or Wan-Bissaka, so we'll talk about that in just a minute. So Gameweek 8 streamers, these are guys you can play this week, potentially this week only. We'll mention if they have potential longer-term value, but really we just have an eye for this 1 week for these guys. So we'll go through it as you all got into the document, so potentially the more high priority, if you want to say streamers first, but that's another thing we can debate if we want to. Sanjy, you are up first.
Yeah, I'm sorry. As soon as Joe posts that link, I'm in there immediately.
And you went nuts. You went nuts. You just like took them.
Having limited to
So genuinely, the reason I went 5 is because I thought neither you or Ryan were gonna make, and it was just gonna be me and Joe. So I thought, okay, let's just cover extra picks just in case. So I apologize in advance.
No, that's fair.
To be fair, my 5th pick is probably not even gonna pan out if Enzo's fit.
These all defenders. These 4 defenders. Oh my god.
4 defenders, though. Listen. It's 'tis the season.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. It is. It is.
So we're gonna start things off with a Burnley defender who either plays wingback or arguably a wingback. Fullback or wingback. Yeah. Anyway, a defender that also takes the odd set piece corner.
Yep.
I think over the last 3 game weeks, he's been averaging at least 10 points per start. It's one of those 6-pointer affairs. Both teams are gonna probably try and win this game, so you could get both sides of the ball, as we
both sides of the ball.
Next, we've got Hugo Bueno versus Sunderland. We were crying for him to finally get regular starts. I think he started the last couple of games as well, averaging 12 points per start or 12 points per game so far, or last 3 game weeks at least. It's a nice fixture as well for him. After that, we talked about your Newcastle defense is really, really good. He's ghosting really well. And up against a Brighton team that apparently only has 1 attacker. Next, we've got Ballard versus Wolves. So because of the Alderete injury, if he is free in your waiver pool, definitely go pick him up. He's well worth the fab, and just watch the points roll in. And then finally, with the Enzo possible injury, I want to maybe shout out Buonanotte as a possible option. Don't be spending fab on him. I would say it's either 0 or picking up as an FA once waivers have processed, because I don't think a lot of people are going to look at him. And like, if you're like me and one of your, rosters is struggling for mids, I feel like now's the time to kind of, take punts on these possible high upside midfielders that, okay, they don't start. And it's the first fixture of the game week. If he doesn't start, easy drop, go grab someone else, right? Those are my picks.
Okay. Love it. All right, I believe Ryan was second into the document, so you guys can kind of help me talk through these. We already mentioned Marino. Ryan has a pretty strong inclination that he is going to get a start this week and potentially for a couple weeks in the next kind of few. So that's a pretty solid one to add. Wan-Bissaka is an interesting case. So let me pull up his numbers here real quick. So he came on, let's see. He started the last game, right, against Arsenal, played 78 minutes, had 0.75.
But it's Arsenal. It's the toughest away fixture in the calendar.
I know. And I truly want to believe. I mean, if he's back in this squad, and of course, under this management, Brentford, Leeds, Newcastle, Burnley, upcoming.
Juicy.
So this is potentially a longer hold than most of the ones we're going to mention. I guess the question is, how well does he actually score once they're not against the toughest away fixture in the Premier League? Bandit says Hartman or Wan-Bissaka.
So, I mean, the other point about Wan-Bissaka as well, I think I saw some message or hint about apparently Nuno tried the back 5 in a closed door friendly or game or something like that. So there's a chance that he might revert back. And listen, if Wan-Bissaka is playing wing back, I'm taking Wan-Bissaka all day.
Okay. You can only pick up one. Dan Ballard or Wan-Bissaka?
Oh, God. I'll go Ballard.
On the same team, Wan-Bissaka or Kilman?
Wan-Bissaka.
Okay. But I will say I don't mind Kilman. I don't mind Kilman as an ad. I think he could be over the same stretch we were just talking about. I think he could also be good. Ryan, it's no surprise to see Ryan excited about a Wolves player. So we have Arias, who has been starting and has been fairly decent, 10.75 and 10 in the last 2 matches. And so you heard him earlier say that he's excited about this matchup against Sunderland, even though it's away. He likes Wolves in this one. And then the next match is Burnley and then Fulham. So not terrible. Could be a multiple week stream if you can pick him up. He is currently 33% rostered. So that's an interesting one. Not too bad. And then Joe Rodon. Ryan promised us that he was going to ruin Joe Rodon when he picked him up. And then, of course, what did he do? He went out last week and got 5.25.
Hit the post as well.
Yep.
By the way. Yeah.
So that's something you have to keep in mind. Draft Espresso mentioned that in the chat. But you have to keep in mind the fact that Ryan does roster him now. So there's a chance that he is and has been ruined. But of course, they have Burnley and West Ham in the next 2. And then Brighton, not great, not terrible, but then Forest as well upcoming. So, yeah, that could be a multi-week play also. And one has to wonder, let me just look. Where does he rank in terms of overall defenders at the moment? 19.
Ooh.
19th.
Not bad.
Yeah.
He scored, I think, an international break as well for Wales. So
Not a baby.
he's got
Yeah. There's some
attacking
juice
threat
there.
now.
There's some
Yeah,
juice.
definitely.
All right. Dutch, hit us.
Yeah, so this first one, I couldn't fit both names, but this is Mavropanos or Kilman. I like them both versus Brentford and potentially. Oh, wow.
Who would you rather?
Timing.
I believe. Don't fact check me. Over like this season, Mavropanos has been a better ghoster.
Ooh.
I believe that is true.
Do you really not want me to fact check you?
You can. I don't mind.
All right. It's going to take a minute, though. Go ahead.
And then, all right. So, but I like either. Back 3, back 2 doesn't matter. They've both been looking like potential ghosters. So, and with a new defensive-minded coach, could be a solid defender 3 going forward. Kilman was okay last year. So maybe if you can grab one of them, potential punt. Defenders are good this year. And then the matchup versus Brentford. I think it's Brentford, and then Burnley is right after. So then Traore. This is Burkina Faso, Bertrand Traore, that used to be on Villa. I think we'll get the start on the right wing versus Wolves this weekend, which is a juicy matchup. If it turns into a little bit of a shootout, I think both teams are going to go out and try to win it. And Traore, I think, was a good scorer like 3 years ago. I'm not really sure. I mean, he might be washed, but I don't know. If you're going to stream him against Wolves, is a good time to stream him.
Totally.
I'm thinking about it. Little midfield 5 action. We'll see. Trossard.
Is this Bertrand? Bertrand Traore.
Yeah, you got to start last week.
Bertrand, he's back, baby. What did he do last week?
I think
He got subbed early,
7 ghost. He had 4 with a yellow.
Okay.
Right.
The week before that, 6.5 in 30.
Yeah, he got subbed at 57, but maybe he's working up towards, playing more.
57 minutes, 7 ghosts against United. Could be worse.
Oh, what a
We'll
name.
see.
I love that he's back. This is great. Life is good.
I know. So, I mean, yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so ZB now saying, I don't believe it. Fact check his ass. What I will tell you is I found out that Kilman is the better ghoster by 0.1. So 7.9 for Mavropanos and 8.0 for Kilman. So it sounds like both are a go.
Yeah, both are fine. So I like them this week.
Yeah.
What swung it Kilman for me though is Kilman played under Nuno at Wolves, I believe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And he was good. Yeah. Nice. All right. Dutch?
All right. So where are we? Trossard. Yeah, I think Trossard might get a start. He got a start last week. He might get another start this week versus Fulham. We have no idea what Arsenal's going to do. I'm of the inclination that we'll see Eze in the midfield and either Trossard or Martinelli on the left wing. So I think it's a 50-50. Trossard got the nod last time out, so I think Trossard might get it again this time, and I like it against Fulham. I've always liked the guy. And I think he's like a 50% rostered guy, so he's available out there. And then Okafor, he hasn't been ghosting very well, but he's scoring, and Leeds play Burnley. So I like him to get a good amount of points in a stream this week. I don't like a hold on Okafor, but I like the start. The next 2 weeks look pretty good. Actually, the next 5 weeks look good for Leeds overall. But Burnley this weekend looks great, and then West Ham you can keep them the following week if you need forward, maybe a forward 2 or 3, and then Brighton on Forest and Villa. So yeah, I like them.
Nice. Yeah, that's solid. I will say we got through this entire thing without mentioning the fact that Jack Grealish cannot play this upcoming weekend against City. So that does leave an opening for someone potentially named Carlos Alcaraz.
Or will Dwight McNeil?
Will we even have a Dwight McNeil sighting? That's crazy.
I'm leaning Alcaraz just because I feel like in that matchup they'll want something not named. I don't know. I think it'll be Alcaraz. I think they hope if it was a different matchup maybe, but I think we'll see Drewsbury Hall back in the mid in the 10 spot and then Alcaraz on the right.
I mean, do they opt for not even creativity, just strength in the midfield and go with Dibbling?
Dibbling looked like shit last time. Yeah, he wasn't Alcaraz actually had a couple chances. I think they'll put Alcaraz, Hall, and Jai behind Beto and send it. We'll see what happens.
Alcaraz they did him so dirty.
Yeah, they should have salted him. It was a horrible decision. Yeah.
No, by signing him and then bringing in 7,000 other attacking midfielders, I can't believe that he was ready for his breakout. They did him so dirty. It's brutal.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Any other streamers?
I mean, people are asking for lower percentage owned streamers. I have a couple other names I could throw out. Krejci from Wolves. He's been scoring fairly well. Has the ability to play OOP, gets pushed into midfield sometimes, has an eye for goal as well. Who else is there? There was a midfielder that I had listed as well. Brendan Aronson versus Burnley. It's purely a fixture play. I know he's not the best scorer, but again, it's only because he's playing Burnley.
Yeah. And I mean, the mere fact that Jack Grealish is not playing, and if you're feeling nasty, you could potentially go with somebody like a Ruben Diaz from City if you're really looking for a clean sheet play. It's an option.
Too spicy for me, boy Joe.
I wouldn't go there personally, but it's
yeah, exactly.
It's certainly an option.
I get it though. I got the logic for sure. Yeah.
Let's see. Anybody else in deep leagues? Maybe Sepp Vandenberg against West Ham.
Possibly. Because they don't have an out-and-out forward, I guess.
Yeah, he could be okay. Where the goal's coming from? I mean, Bowen obviously, but that's an interesting one. That's probably about it.
Or if Watkins is actually knocked or injured or whatever, Marlon. I know he had his brace last game week. He's kind of lowish in terms of ownership, so
yeah. One last question, Sanjy, that's directed at you. Espresso answered this already in chat, but curious to hear Sanjy's take. Got offered to trade Verts and Elliot Anderson for my Enzo and Digne. So he'd be getting in Verts and Elliot Anderson, giving up Enzo and Digne.
Oh, I'd do that.
I think I'd do that too.
I'd rather have Verts and Elliot Anderson.
I don't even know how Elliot's been doing under Ange. That's my thing. Is if Ange doesn't last, Forest could be a whole different team again in a few weeks.
Yeah,
that's the gamble, right?
How many Ange games has it been? 2?
I think 4 games.
Is it 4?
Arsenal was the first game for Ange, right?
Okay, so Elliot Anderson before Ange, 13, 5.75, 12.25. Elliot Anderson under Ange, 6, 10.5, 5.5, 3.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
The 10.75 was against Burnley.
Yeah, and the 3 and 6 against Newcastle, Arsenal, respectively.
No,
You know what?
Sunderland, Newcastle. Or no, sorry, 6 against
Yeah.
Arsenal, 5.5 Sunderland, Newcastle 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna take the Enzo side just because
Ooh.
like Cole is out and Enzo's probably gonna be more pivotal to the attacks and possibly has penalties and stuff as well. Like, I mean, we've seen Wirtz get benched already, right?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
He's not guaranteed a nailed player as well. Also, hasn't Dina been ghosting quite well?
I think so.
Yeah, last 2 games, 19.25 versus Burnley, 11.75 versus Fulham. Yeah, I mean, it's much of a muchness. I don't know. For me, I'm biased, so that's why I'm gonna go Enzo side.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it.
Well, I mean, at the very least, it sounds like it's a fair trade. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely a thinker. I agree. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, thank you all so much for joining us. We'll let you get back to whatever you're doing in your regularly scheduled lives. But thank you so much for tuning in, whether it was live or whether it was on your podcast app. You all are incredible community. You're just the absolute best. Thank you so much. We love you all so much. Thanks for keeping us going. Thanks for your enthusiasm. It truly is what drives us and makes us tick, and the reason we do this. So thank you so much. If y'all have questions, hop over to Discord. Literally, that's where everything happens. Jump into the Discord. The Draft PL Discord is completely free. There's a ton of channels in there. If you want to get into the Inner Circle Discord, you'll have to join the Inner Circle at draftsociety.com. Don't forget about the Bantah Boys Discord as well, which is also popping off, and that is free to you as well. So, yes, do it. Get on Discord. That's where the conversation happens. Get advice on there from people who know. But in the meantime, hope everyone's waivers go well if they haven't run already yet. If you have any questions, DM us. We'll do our best to help you out. Talk to everyone soon. Love y'all. Cheers.